So I'm going to be honest with you, I wasn't 100% sure that we were going to do more with Global Rescue, but between the fact that quite a few of you seem to enjoy this, and the fact that City Skylines 2 is broken right now, at least modded City Skylines 2 is broken right now, and I guess also the fact that we can unlock the fire department, I figured we would do a little bit more of this. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to unlock the fire department, which gives me a ton of money, and we're going to have to do just a little bit of building in here before we start hiring any firefighters. So I'm going to get rid of all of this sidewalk that we have just around here, and my plan, my hope anyway, is that I can move all of my vehicles around a little bit. So I'm going to bring some roads out this way. I'm going to start moving my smaller parking lots just over like this. And I should mention that since that first video on this game, I did sort of redo the layout of all of this space. That was honestly largely for the thumbnail of that episode, I'm not going to lie. But I think it looks pretty good. I'm kind of liking what we have here. And so hopefully it works out, and hopefully it's something I can nicely expand. Can I do a large parking space in here? I absolutely can. Okay, let's bring some more roads out here. How big are these parking spaces? Can I do, I mean, how many am I going to need realistically? Let's start with 2, I guess, and that should be fine. We'll bring, I guess, a little bit of like street around here is okay. We can expand this further if we need to, but this seems like a decent little layout, although I would like to do some sidewalks in between all of these parking spaces. I think it's going to look a little bit better if we do that. And I suppose now is as good a time as any to go ahead and hire some firefighters. So we have Esha Hassan, we have Darren Henderson, we have Gary Chapman, and we have Derek Richards. We'll get them all hired. We can get them a vehicle as well, which in this case is going to be, I mean, I feel like it's going to be the Orion. I'm pretty sure that's on par with the type of fire trucks we have in the UK. Now, looking at the skin options, I have got it defaulted to Scotland, which is something that was pointed out in the comments of that first episode that I can do. I can click the set as default skin if I want to. So we're going to go with the Scotland livery for the fire truck, I suppose. It's 25,000, which is a ton of money. And it is also 4 people per truck. So it's a crew of 4 versus a crew of 2 for the police vehicles. Also, what number are you? 308? Can I assign you, how many police vehicles do I have right now? 8. Okay. We have what? 5 spots over there. So 308 should be assigned to that parking spot just to make sure that everything's okay. You're 305, so you're going to be assigned to that parking spot. You're 307, so you're going to be assigned to that parking spot. And then you are going to be, I'm going to say like 901 is going to be your number. And we're going to assign you to that parking spot just to, I don't know, have everything look kind of cool. I like having the numbers right by the parking spots. I think that's kind of a cool detail. Now, out this way, we do have to transport someone to prison. Over this way, we happen to find a grenade, so we're going to check in on that situation. Over this way, we have a neighborhood dispute where we're going to be questioning some witnesses. Over this way, we have a stray animal, so we're going to read the animal's little microchip and see what's going on with that. And then up this way, we have the release of hazardous material, which I'm assuming is going to be a fire truck related thing. So if I send you to release of hazardous material, we could have 9 people in that truck. Okay, let's go for the release of hazardous material. I'm going to get that word perfect at some point, and we'll see how that goes. It's not an emergency, so they're going to take their time getting out there. But that is officially the first thing that we are dispatching a fire truck to, which I think is very, very cool. Now, the stray animal has been sorted out, which is great. The grenade situation is going to have us hand over the grenade to the explosive ordnance disposal unit. So sure, we can absolutely do that as well. And you know, just before 304 manages to get back to base, I'm going to say, can I assign you a parking space? Actually, hold on a minute. Let me do that just before we go too much further here, just to make sure that you are going to be Assign. Oh, I can't do it because you're not at base. Okay, you're going to go to that vandalism thing is what you're going to do because it's pretty much just around the corner from where you are. So we'll get that sorted out while we're here. My fire truck is just about to arrive at the release of hazardous materials. So we'll have you handle that in whichever way you need to. 0.7 times on the speed tells me that we might want to get more firefighters into that truck, but we're not going to worry too much about it right now. You guys are going to deal with that vandalism damage at City Hall, which I've just remembered that this is Belfast. Yeah, that's Belfast City Hall that they're dealing with that. So that's all good. We need to cut down and remove a tree. That is probably going to be a firefighter thing. Let me just see. What number are you? 306? I want to assign you to that parking space, if you don't mind, just to have everything nicely handled. Did we just fail that bonus thing? We did. Okay, in that case, you guys can go deal with the tree in the road, which means you're going to light up a little bit. You've got your siren, which is fantastic. There's a lot of lights in the side of that truck. That is wild. I don't know. I don't think that's exactly the type of fire truck we have here, but it's also kind of a common thing that whenever you land at one of Northern Ireland's airports, much in the way that you'll, fly from the UK to America, and it's like, passengers are reminded. I mean, this isn't really a thing anymore because your phone automatically updates to the time zone, but back in the day, it was, passengers are reminded to set their watches, for those of you that still have them, back, 5 hours. And when you land in Belfast, its passengers are reminded to set their watches back to 1987, so it's a little bit different. Anyway, we have a couple of things going on here. We obviously have the fire truck on the way to this tree on the road, but it does seem like we might want to record some damage here, so I'm assuming that's going to be a policing thing. So if we go in here, we can send out 307 to respond to the tree on the road. 306 is going to deal with the suspicious noise from the apartment, which is just down the road from our base. We're going to go ahead and get this guy to wash a little bit. We're going to have you, I guess, wash as well. In fact, can I just send all of you to wash a little bit? You're not doing so bad, though. So actually, I think we're going to have you go to a specific location on the map because then we can do some traffic control. So what's going to be a busy intersection around here? I want to say the road leading to the bridge is likely going to be quite busy. That might be a good place to do some traffic control. We do have a pretty major road that cuts right down. What is that? What is that road? It's the Ormo Road. Of course it is. I mean, it cuts across here to McClure Street. I've never been there. It's also got this main road as well. I mean, I guess we could put them anywhere and just hope for the best. I'm sort of thinking over here. I'm kind of thinking this little narrow, this is a weird bit of road, actually. It's a weird little bit of road. Let's just put them over here is what we're going to do. I think we put them right about there. Once they get there, we can go ahead and do some traffic control. We have an evaluation available. My successful missions have certainly gone down. My success bonus is 11,400. That's fine. Still a little bit of money, which is good. The fire department is here, so they can cut down and remove the tree. You guys can record the damage, which gives us a 2.1 on the speed thing. That's okay. Suspicious noises in the apartment. We are going to investigate that. And then we have check restaurant for compliance with youth protection laws at Jasper's. Okay, in that case, let's have 302 go and not do that. I'm going to send you to that restaurant. It's not an emergency thing. And then in here, in our research, we could set up automatic washing, which might not be a bad idea. We could upgrade our automatic refueling. I don't know if we necessarily need to do that. We could get more vehicles for the fire department. We could get ladder trucks and water tenders. I don't know if we need those yet. The game hasn't told me I need them yet, so I'm going to assume that I don't. We could also get speed control, which lets me carry out speed checks at any location with the help of the police and earn extra money through fines. We have alcohol control, which is basically DUI checkpoints, which again, could be interesting. We have the squad car, which is a larger patrol car that can carry more officers at the same time. I mean, that'd be 20. How much is it for... I kind of want the automatic washing. I kind of want a level of automatic washing just so we can hopefully you know, not have to micromanage my cars quite as much, because that is kind of annoying. It's a little bit annoying. Oh, now this is really interesting. So the suspicious noises from an apartment now requires the fire department to come out and force the door open. So we need to send 901 to suspicious noises from an apartment, but we also have water in basement after burst pipe. So we need to get another fire truck is what we need to do. So if we go to vehicles and we go in here, we can get ourselves another Orion for 27,500. We are going to need to get ourselves more firefighters as well. So we'll get Alexander Holland. We will get Nigel Carey. We will go ahead and get Aisha Namdi, and we'll go ahead and get Ron McMahon. Absolutely. We'll get good old Ron. Now you are going to be 902. I want to assign you to that parking space, and then 902 is going to respond to the water in basement thing, because obviously that is a bit of a problem and we kind of need to do something about it. We also have a dispute over this way, so we're going to send another one of our police vehicles. We have 301 who is going to go and deal with that dispute. We have these guys over at Jasper's who are going to check for compliance with youth protection laws. And I think that's about everything going on right now. Is the fire truck here yet? It is. You guys are going to force that door open if you don't mind. And then do we by any chance have that other vehicle ready to be assigned to do what I need you to do? I think we do. So if I tell you to do traffic control, we are now going to check every vehicle that goes by. We will get some violations, which is good. But I'm mostly doing this because over on the right, we do have an objective for traffic control. So I figure I'll get a little bit of money from this. I'll get an objective out of this. It seems like a good time. A bit of money from fines is never a bad thing. Now, let's have you guys enter that apartment. I want to say that 901 can probably go back to base because you're probably good now. I doubt we have any more doors to force open at that place, which is fantastic news. Now, I have just realized this dispute over here actually kind of wants more units. So we're going to send 302, who is just around the corner, over to the dispute and see if we can't maybe speed things up a little bit here, because I would like to make sure that I'm completing as many of the problems that we have around the city. Apparently, we didn't get this thing sorted out in time, which is unfortunate. We do want to check escape route signage. Is that a thing that the fire truck does? I mean, you guys are not far away, so you can maybe go and deal with that. Hopefully that's a thing you can do. As for the dispute, what are we doing here? We're going to resolve that. And hopefully it's going to take a little while, so we're going to have both of you hopefully resolve that dispute, if you wouldn't mind. There's now a burglary in a residential building, because of course there is. Can we have 5 vehicles here. Are you all looking okay? You're looking pretty good. Who are you? 303. Let's assign you to your parking space, because that's where you're supposed to be. And while we're doing that, you're not the cleanest, but you're going to go deal with that burglary in a residential building. In fact, I'm going to say that both of you, both 303 and 304, are going to go to the burglary in a residential building, just so that we have everyone over there that we could possibly need. There is now a dispute in a restaurant, because of course there is. Let's get 301 to go and deal with that. And honestly, 302 can go and deal with that as well. Since they're relatively close by, we can hopefully do both of these issues in relatively quick succession. Let's have both of you arrest the perpetrator, and then you are going to question witnesses. I'm kind of glad that I sent 2 units up there, because we can do both things at the same time. You are going to both check the situation, which is going to go at 2.2 times, which is what we love to see. And 303 is going to also help arrest the perpetrator before 304 transports to prison, which should mean that that is finished. Over this way, there's so much going on. I kind of love it. I'm not going to lie. This feels so chaotic. It feels so chaotic, and I feel bad because it doesn't feel like, I don't know how to describe it. It feels really, it doesn't feel like the way I usually do videos. Usually I'm ranting and rambling about anything and everything, whereas with this, I'm just like laser focused on the 40 different things I'm juggling at once, and it's kind of fun. Let me see. You are driving to prison, so the nearest vehicles for that pickpocketing are going to be at base. So let's go ahead and get 303 to respond to the pickpocketing, which is hopefully going to be nice and quick. We also want to do 3 additional tasks, which we can do. We have got a fire truck over at the escape route signage, so they are going to check in on that, which is going at 2.6 times speed. So that is exactly what we want to see. We should, hopefully, at the end of today, once we get our assessment, get some pretty good money, because I don't think we failed like one thing so far. And we also have the pickpocketer down here, so hopefully, I mean, it's going up, there we go, 1 times speed. That seems fine. Do I have any other units nearby? We might do this. I think we'll do this. I think we'll, maybe we won't. This is going to be really close, actually. I don't think we're going to get this pickpocket. I think they're just, yeah, they just got away. Okay, I need to keep in mind that pickpocketing is something that I need to get on top of super quickly, because it just, it goes, I mean, it's pickpocketing, right? That's kind of how it works. It goes super quickly. That's just the way it is. Anyway, how are we doing up here? How is this looking? 89 checks, 11 violations. Can I maybe send you back to base? In fact, no, hold on. There is police presence requested at the train station, which is like right here. So you're going to go to Lanyon Place, because of course you are. And you know, I've just realized that I actually do know exactly what road this is supposed to be. So many, many years ago, I don't remember where I was flying to, but I booked this trip. It was some holiday, some vacation or something that I was going on. And about 3 or 4 days before I was due to fly, and it was like an international thing. 3 or 4 days before I was due to fly, I realized I couldn't find my passport. So I applied for and got approved for an emergency like processing thing to get a passport super quickly. It's super expensive. But it was, I came out of this train station and like the office that I had to go to get my passport would have been like here. And I thought it was going to be this super long process. They're like, oh, get there early, expect to stay there for a while. I come out of the train station, I walked down this road here, went into the office, and within 20 minutes, I've got my new passport. So within the hour, I'm back here getting on a train to go back. It was one of the most stressful train journeys in my life. It was a whole thing, and it was for nothing. I don't even think I ended up going on the trip. I'm pretty sure I didn't actually go on the trip. Anyway, let's see about this teenager stuck in a baby swing. I want to say that that's going to require some firefighters. And I think we're also going to send a police vehicle as well, just to kind of monitor the situation. We're going to send 307 out to the danger zone, and 306 is going to follow them on the highway to the danger zone. You're welcome for that. And of course, over at the boneyard, we have a drunk man going on a rampage. Let's send 301 to deal with that. Let's maybe also send 302 to assist with that just a little bit. And I think I might, once we get some money from this evaluation, which is looking much, much better. That is what I want to see. Okay. Very, very happy about that. I might expand things a little bit here. Now, what I would kind of like to do is kind of expand this building a little bit. I don't know that we're going to have too much of an option to do that right now, because realistically, we don't. We don't have a lot of room. What I'm wondering, though, is if I go to demolish and I was to say that I wanted to take out this little bit of path, can I take out all of this as well? I want to take out you. And that can go. I'd like to get rid of all of these trees. And I think actually what I want to do is put that bit of sidewalk back. And I'm going to put that bit of sidewalk in here. And then I want to see if I can build a little like room thing down here as another like dispatch center. I've got no idea if this is going to work. Can I put a door there? I totally can. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay. So yeah, we're going to have a little door that leads into the car wash, I guess, because we can. We're going to do another section of corridor here. And then I think we do an office in all of this space. And this is going to be another dispatch center. This seems like kind of a good idea. So we're going to do the door here. We're going to do a door, I want to say here. I kind of want to put a wall across this way just to sort of separate those spaces because we can. So we'll do a little something like that. We can do some windows in here just to make the place a little bit brighter and more interesting to look at. We'll do some windows kind of down here as well. We'll get some windows on these sides as well. And there we go. We have ourselves another room for some dispatchers, which I think we will go ahead and hire. Not that I'm wanting to overdo it here, but I would like to, I'd like to have a few of them. We'll get Sean Donovan in here. We'll get David LaRoche in here as well. And that should mean that we're going to be a little bit busier because we are going to have more calls coming in, which is completely fine. We can deal with that. Let's have a look at this teenager stuck in a baby swing. Let's observe the situation and see how that goes. We have our 2 vehicles down at the danger zone, so we will secure the danger zone. We have 2 units over here at the drunk man on a rampage. We will arrest the drunk man and stop him from going on that rampage. We have a fuel leak up here, which I would assume is going to be 901 going out to that. So we will make that happen. We have an additional task for vandalism, so we'll send 303 out to the vandalism situation. Oh my God, there's so much going on. There's a brawl at a bus stop. Of course there is. 304 is going to be brawl at a bus stop. There's no one, wait, there's no employees to that. Wait, what? How many police cars do I have? Hold on a second. 8 police vehicles and, oh, I kind of forgot that. Okay. Let me hire some more. Connie Allen and Harry Rowe can be hired. We'll get Janet Field. We'll get Evelyn Frost, and that should be more than enough, hopefully. Let me see here. So you are going to use the jaws of life to get that teenager out of there. You are not going to do any such thing. The drunk man on a rampage, are we taking you to prison? We are going to use both of you to arrest him. We've got the fuel leak, which we're still responding to. We have the brawl at a bus stop, which we now need to send something out to. So 305 is going to be brawl at a bus stop, and 304 is going to be refuel and possibly also brawl at a bus stop. Although I don't know if you're going to do those in the order that, yeah, I think you're just going to, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to refuel first. Oh, they are. Oh, that's kind of cool. So hold on. Do you now go to the brawl at a bus stop? I have no idea how this works. Yeah, I think you, oh, that's cool. That's really neat. Okay. I didn't know I could do that. I can queue things up. That's actually really good to know. Now, let's see what's going on at this danger zone. We can organize the cleaning of the roadway. That seems like a good idea. The drunk at the bus stop is going to be transported to prison, which means that should now be completed. The brawl at a bus stop is going to be broken up by the cops that are there. We're going to record vandalism over here. Oh, you guys are going to deal with that fuel leakage. And I think that's everything sort of getting handled right now. It certainly looks like it. I think we're managing to do just about everything. 304 has just gotten here, so let's have you break up that brawl. That'll just speed things up a little bit. And I think for the most part, we have managed to just do absolutely everything, which is great. we've like that was a whole lot of stuff going on there. We do want to do a traffic control thing. So in a general traffic check, issue fines to 3 drivers that are not wearing seatbelts, are on cell phones, or committing other violations. 302 only has 1 cop in there right now, but I think 302, we're going to send you to, honestly, that location right there. If I could get you to turn around and just sort of start running some traffic checks, that would be great. I think that's kind of exactly what we'll do. So you're going to do some traffic control. We are hopefully going to deal with some of this. We do want to inspect some fire doors out here. So you are going to go and inspect those fire doors, if you wouldn't mind. I'm also realizing I might not have enough bathrooms for all of my staff right now, and that might be something we want to deal with. Possibly the same with like seating as well. I don't know that we have enough of that. We do have a dog locked in a hot car though. So let's send out 303 to deal with this. I'm going to send 304 as well, because this is an opportunity to absolutely destroy someone's car. So I'm 100% on board with that. If you're locking your dog in a hot car, absolutely. I have no sympathy if someone shows up and breaks a window to get that dog out of there. No sympathy whatsoever. Let's do a little plant right there. Is anyone going to sit on this couch? Is that a thing that we're gonna use? I honestly have no idea. I might want to build. Do we even have a break room right now? I mean, we have this bedroom, but I don't think we actually have a break room, which is something I could kind of build over this way, which might be interesting. Let's see though. Let's have a look at this dog in a hot car and see. Oh no, this is all the stuff we have to do. Okay. We have a drone that's flying around over Donegal Square North. That's near City Hall. I can see why that would be a bit of a problem. So 307 is going to go to the drone. I don't imagine that's going to be something that needs 2 cars. You are going to try to unlock a door. In fact, both of you are going to try and unlock a door, which... Are you the wrong vehicles for that? You might be. They are the... Wait, are these... Okay. Can we identify the owner? That's something the cops can do, right? Yes. All right. So we need to send a fire truck up to get that dog out of there. So we'll get the fire truck to go and deal with it. And while that's going on, I think we do more construction, because I think we want to come in here and build ourselves a little break room for my staff. I think that could be kind of a good idea. So let's take this out of here. Let me go to break room. And let me say it's going to be, I don't know, 6x6 is probably fine for a break room. I don't think it needs to be particularly huge. I would like to do some sidewalks just around the break room there, just because I kind of like to have some sidewalks. We can get some windows on the backs and I guess all sides of the break room. That seems like an idea as well. The door can be down here. And then what do we want to put in here? TVs, chairs, all that good stuff, I suppose, is kind of what we're looking for. So we'll do... Can these couches connect like that? No, that's really unfortunate. I was kind of hoping it could. Okay, in that case, demolish that. What else can I put in here? A foosball table. It is accessible if I put it there? Honestly, no idea. Let's just move the couches forward a little bit. We can do some lights in the back corners to make it look sort of interesting, I suppose. We'll do some little plants in there as well. Can I do a dresser underneath the TV? I can, but it's going to block the TV, so we're not going to be doing that. I could do some shelves just over there. I think that's kind of cool looking. And that's hopefully going to be everything we need for a break room. We'll do like a pin board up on this wall. And hopefully some of my staff are going to use that. Hopefully it gives us enough seating for a bunch of them to go and take a break. Oh, we have a burning building. Oh, it's actually on fire as well. My God. Okay. Fire department. What's the additional task that you're doing? I'm going to say that you need to go to that burning building, like right now. You are almost as far away from that burning building as you could possibly be. Can I get you guys to like really quickly try to unlock that door while you guys, I don't really care what you try and do. We need that dog out of there and we need to go deal with that burning building like right now. That's kind of really important. Can I get you guys to like help rescue the dog? Are we good? We're good, right? You burning building. Let's go. That's kind of a really big problem. We might want some cops to go deal with that as well. So burning building. And burning building, let's get 4 vehicles. Oh my God, the smoke coming from that is kind of wild. I don't love it. Don't get me wrong. It's horrible. I've never seen a burning building in this game before. That's kind of cool. it's kind of cool, man. I'm not gonna lie. It might have made more sense actually to send some units from here for a bit of crowd control, but that's all right. Let's check this situation with the drone. We'll not worry too much about the fire doors right now. You are going to start working on extinguishing that fire, which apparently 1 unit here is enough to do that, but we do want to get crowd control going, and we do want to get, everything under control here as quickly as we can. So we'll get the police here to start running a little bit of crowd control, just to make sure that everything is under control. We will get, what is going on here? Arrest perpetrator. Oh, I didn't realize that was the way this was going. Interesting. Can I get the firefighters to do crowd control? Is that a thing? And then maybe you can go to inspect fire doors? I mean, it seems like that's working. I don't think you guys can do crowd control either, honestly. So let's just send you back to base. Let's have you continue with arresting the perpetrator, because that's going nice and quickly now. I didn't realize it was arson. That's terrible. But there we go. We've managed to deal with it, which is great. Oh, man. This is going really well. How's my research looking? 49 points? Okay. I don't think we need an additional base yet. Although I do think an additional base might end up being really useful if and when we start dealing with the ambulances and whatnot. So that's going to be a whole thing. I don't know if I want to reduce fuel consumption. I kind of want the higher bonuses. I'm not going to lie. I think that could be really cool. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for the higher bonuses just because that gets me more money in the long run. And I kind of like that. You, I want to say, can go back to base. We'll just sort of get you out of there since we might as well. I think we're getting all of our cars back to base now as well, which is fantastic news. We do have the firefighters over here. So let's start inspecting those fire doors just to get that additional task out of the way. You're transporting to prison, which is why you're up that way. So that's all right. And I guess any second now, we should get our evaluation for the day, and we will hopefully get a bit of money out of that. And there it is, 36,700 from our success bonus. That's kind of what I'm looking for. I want to go in and do some building here. I want to take out all of this sidewalk. I want to take out pretty much all of this for a second. I want to get rid of all of this sidewalk. I think, do I? Yeah, I guess I do. Let's see what we can do here in terms of this layout. Now, I do know I can get 2 more of the small parking spaces. I can get 2 more of the regular police cars right now. So 2 more little parking spaces here and here might not be a terrible idea. We could bring a bit more street down here and then do another large parking space, but that's going to take up, they take up an annoying amount of space, don't they? Is there any way I can get a layout for these guys that's not going to look terrible? I am not convinced that there is. So what I'm going to do is demolish this, and I'm going to demolish this. I am aware that apparently I think I can build like an indoor space for my vehicles if I really wanted to. So I could put the fire trucks in their own building. But then I also wonder, is that maybe something we could do if and when we get ourselves a second base? Because with research, we can expand our area of operation. So a total rebuild at that point might be a better idea. And I think that's kind of the angle that I'm thinking of taking here. So for now, we're going to move this over. We're going to put another large parking space here, I guess. Although, could I shuffle these around? If I put you there, move you over. No, we're always going to have that awkward space between them, which is really, really annoying. I was kind of hoping I could avoid an awkward space between them, but unfortunately that is... Why can't these just be double the width of a regular parking space to make my life easier here, you know? Is that too much to ask? I mean, apparently it is, but I just wish. I mean, I guess I could sort of move them like this and then maybe move you guys around a little bit. Like, is there anything I could do? I could do that. Yeah. Wait, no, because then the street is going to be right up against, oh. No, because I want the street there. And now that looks, because we have this on the left. I realize that the design I'm wanting here doesn't really matter in the slightest, but I want it to look cool, you know? I want it to be symmetrical. You know what? I'm going to build a hall is what I'm going to do. I'm going to build a space for the fire trucks, because apparently that's just, I'm a weak man, okay? I've decided that this is what we're going to do. So let me move these guys around a little bit just so I can see what size we're going to need. So if we go to hull, I am assuming I'm going to need to be against the road. So we're going to do this. That will cover all 3. We're going to go an extra 2. And then I'm hoping I can move these. I totally can move them into the building. So there, And then I'm going to leave a gap, and I'm going to leave a gap again, so we end up with something like this. And I think that looks okay. I think I can work with that. It's, yeah, that seems fine. We could, I guess, build like a little break room thing down here as well, which might not be the worst idea in the world, just because, and also some bathrooms actually would be a great idea too. So let's do, I guess, a little section of corridor just here. Let's go over a little something like, do I want to go to here as well? I think I kind of do want to go to there. And I think for bathrooms, we can do 1, 2. I don't think they have to be 3x3. The tutorial tells you to build them 3x3, but I almost wonder if I could get away with some slightly smaller bathrooms. Let's, I guess, find out. We'll do something like this to start with. And I think I'm just going to keep doing, I guess we'll just do that. So that'll be what, like 5 bathrooms down there? That seems excessive. I'll be honest. Seems a little bit excessive, but I think we'll make it work, I guess, hopefully. Doors are going to be on the right just here. The entrance to this space is going to be right there. We can, I guess, just throw a little bit of sidewalk into this part just because we can. And then for our door into the corridor, we'll go there. For the door into our break room, we'll go here. And we will build, well, do we want to do another break room, or do we want to do another bedroom? Do we want to do another kitchen? A kitchen might not be a terrible idea, though we could expand the one we have. Let's do a little 5x5 break room this time. And let's do a 5x8 bedroom, just so that we have both in here. That seems like a great idea. And there we go. This actually looks kind of cool. I kind of really like this, actually. I think it's pretty neat. Although I sort of did forget to put some extra doors in here, which might be giving us a bit of a problem. So let's do a door here and a door here, just so we can get into that main hole, so we don't have to walk the entire way around. But I think that looks good. I do. We obviously have the extra bathrooms, the extra break room, the extra bedrooms. We have apparently spotted a body somewhere, which is less than good. But I would like to just very quickly, before we deal with that body, let's see, what can we do for the kitchen here? We do have kitchen counters. Those are interesting. Let's do, do they connect together? Like, can I do that? No. Okay. In that case, demolish that one. Let's do more fridges, because I guess fridges are like where they get their food, which is an interesting choice. We'll move these counters into that space, and we'll get maybe another couple of counters just here in the middle, which is a weird spot for them, but that should be fine. That'll give us just an expanded kitchen, which is going to be good. Now, when it comes to this body in a plastic bag, it is just around the corner. We do want multiple police units on this. So let's get 303 out there to respond to it. Let's get 306 out there to respond to it as well. We've got a residential burglary, which is a bit of a distance away. So let's get, who are we going to send to this one? Let's get 308 up there to respond to the residential burglary. We have witness statements to record as well. So we'll go ahead and send 304 out to the witness statements. And then for the body in a plastic bag, we will have both of you deal with that, hopefully nice and quickly, which is exactly what you're doing. This looks neat. This looks neat to me. I like this a lot. Let's see. Let's just go ahead and report that crime. We do have shoplifting over here, which has a couple of tasks. So let's have 301 deal with the shoplifting. Let's have 302 deal with the shoplifting as well. We'll get both units out to that one, so it gets dealt with nice and quickly. And of course, we have another teenager stuck in a baby swing. Let's get someone out to deal with that. These guys are not refueling at all. Can I get you to wash? I guess that's kind of the big thing. Let's maybe also have you refuel. Let's have you go deal with the teenager in a baby swing, since that's kind of a bit of a big deal right now. And hopefully, I mean, we should see the doors on the front. Oh no, they don't. Okay, I think they only open if I'm zoomed in, which is fine. That's totally okay. I love that. I really do. That's the coolest thing. Now, this shoplifting, let's see what's going on. Let's get the perpetrator. Let's also question witnesses. just to try and deal with this nice and quickly. Hopefully we do get the perpetrator. We have a dispute in a parking lot, so let's go ahead and get 303 up to deal with that. And then the teenager, what are we doing here? Let's observe the situation, which is going nice and quickly because obviously we have a bit of a crew. Man, can you imagine? Like, I did some stupid stuff as a teenager, but I never like got stuck in a swing and had to have the fire brigade come out to cut me out of it, you know? Like I did admittedly nearly a couple of times now that I think about it. There were definitely some moments where that nearly happened, but managed to get myself out of it. I don't know, that is wild to me. that is wild to me. Let's go ahead and transport this guy to prison though. And 301, can I get you to go deal with the tree on the road, please? What are you doing? Oh, that is the tree in the road. What about this teenager situation? What's going on there? We're still dealing with it. That's fine. The dispute in a parking lot. Let's check on the situation. We do want to do some fire safety training. Do we have someone available for that? We do. Can I get you to go deal with that fire safety training, if you wouldn't mind? And now that that teenager's free, you are going to go to the tree in the road because it's kind of just around the corner. I mean, admittedly, 901 was closer, but it's probably fine. You guys are going to resolve that dispute if you wouldn't mind. And then looking in here, I've got 35 research points. Do I want more bonus money? I kind of do. I'm going to be honest. I really, really do. I'm kind of tempted to save up to expand my area of operations though, because I'm pretty sure if I do that, I think I can build a second base. Yeah, I've got 2 new bases remaining. So if I wanted to, I could just build another one already. Like I could build like I don't know, building like an ambulance depot, like having my entire ambulance thing up this way could be kind of cool. But I feel like holding off and building more bases until such time as I, you know, expand the map a little bit might be a better move. Like I feel like we're doing okay here. Like we're really central with where we are right now. Admittedly, I don't have as much space left as I would like, but we're still pretty central, and I think this is kind of cool looking. I love the big oak tree in the middle, the birch trees across the... Like, I'm playing this like it's cities skylines, basically. I do think this looks cool. Also, I've got plenty of room for more dispatchers, which is absolutely a thing that we probably could get our hands on. But I think we're good for now. I think we might want to refuel, because I do want to get an average fuel level for my vehicles of 70%. That's kind of a goal right now. Which, I mean, all things considered, we're at 63% now, which is very good. We have all these guys in here using the bathrooms, the bedrooms, which is very good news as well. We have 68% thanks to 301 there. And I mean, we have the rest of them going through and doing it as well. So we should be able to get our refueling up to 73%, which is fantastic. Cleanliness is kind of the next thing though. So you are going to have a wash. You're doing just fine. You, wait, you can select multiple wait, what? 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 You can select multiple, since when? Huh? Wait, did I just send them all to that location? Ain't no way. Okay. Didn't know you could do that. I'm gonna be honest. That's really cool. Okay, we have some problems. You are gonna go deal with the water in the basement. You are gonna go deal with the blown up ATM, because that's kind of a problem. In fact, we're gonna get multiple units to go deal with the blown up ATM. The rest of you, go back to base. What are you doing? I didn't know I could select multiple vehicles. That's really cool though. That's really neat. I love that. Oh my God. That is genuinely the coolest thing. Can I just like select, hold on, how did I do? You just click them. Of course you do. Let's get all of you to have a wash. You dirty so-and-sos. Let's see. How's my evaluation looking? Only 17,000 this time. Not as much as I was hoping for, but 100% success rate on the missions is lovely. Let's arrest the perpetrator of this. Let's go and turn off the water over here. Let's have you guys arrest that perpetrator as well. And let's have you guys help with the perpetrator arrest as well. So 2.9% on that is lovely news. We have drunk people rioting at the train station. Of course we do. We'll deal with that in just a minute. Let me pump the water out of the basement because that seems like a pretty good idea. This, I'm assuming, is going to be transport to prison. So 304 and 303, no, 306 and not 303. 306 and 304 are going to go to the drunk people at the station. I love that I can dispatch multiple at a time. I genuinely love that. It's the coolest thing. Okay, so when it comes to the drunks at the station, we're going to work on arresting everyone involved first. We're then going to assess the damage. What is going on? There is a fire. Is there at City Hall? Oh my God. Okay, that might be a problem. That might not be good. Let's have both vehicles work on transporting to prison here because there's, I think, 3 perpetrators, meaning that we need, 2 in one car, 1 in the other. That's fine. You're dealing with an oil spill, which means we should have this guy able to respond to the smoke detector that's been triggered at Belfast City Hall, which is kind of a really bad place to have potentially burned down. So let's maybe also route 902 up to that one just to make sure that it's being properly tended to and properly covered, because that would be really bad if it wasn't. And you know what? Let's see. The Youth Fire Brigade meets for weekly training. We don't have time for that. We also don't have time for a fuel leak right now, to be completely honest with you. We kind of need to deal with this situation because it could be bad. It is actually on fire. Okay. Both of you are going to do extinguish fire, and I guess, do we have any police units nearby? We have you going to prison, and you possibly also going to prison right now. Right. Can we, let me know when you're done. So you've got 2 people on board right now. You're going to go to not the fuel leak. No. The other one. Smoke detector triggered. That's where you're going to go. And you are also going to go to smoke detector triggered because there's another burning building. Oh my God. Oh no. This is not good. Can you guys do crowd control? I don't know if you guys are actually able to do crowd control. I don't think you can. So in that case, respond to burning building. You respond to fuel leak, and then we'll get the police to kind of deal with crowd control while they're here. And that seems like it should be good. Yeah, there we go. ×1 speed is fine. Oh my God, there's now a burning truck. You've got to be kidding me. What is going on? What? I need another fire truck. I have the money for it. So you know what? Let's buy another one. Let me go to employees, fire department, and hire Jeffrey Watkins, Alexander Nichols, Finley Cole, Ellen Cole, Stuart Gardner, and Julian Stewart. I know that's more than the 4 that we usually put in the trucks, but I think you can have up to 9 per truck, so that should be fine. We do want to go and make sure that this is now going to be referred to as 903, and we should be able to assign, I don't know, like 2 more to this. I honestly have no idea. If I look at my employees, does it tell me what they're assigned to? It doesn't really. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 walking around. So I think 6 in this truck is fine. You are going to respond to the burning truck is what you're going to do. This burning building, we're going to extinguish. I don't know if 1 truck is actually going to be enough to do that, unfortunately, which is really not good. This fuel leak, we're going to have you deal with it. You guys are not going to respond for crowd control. This is getting out of hand. This is really getting out of hand. Let's have you guys go down to the burning building and start working on a bit of crowd control. We'll see how that goes. The burning truck, we're going to have the 6 of you deal with that at 3 times speed, which is fantastic news. The fuel leak is extensive, so if we could maybe deal with that, which is going painfully slowly, I think. Okay, that's not good. You guys can also go to that fuel leak then, since that's kind of problematic. We do have you guys here, so crowd control and crowd control. That has sped things up quite considerably, which is what we want to see. That's a lot. There's a lot going on here. Extensive fuel leak. Having the 10 of you here brings this up to 0.3. Ay. There's so much to do here. We do want to do some traffic control while we're at it. So 306 is not going to be assigned to that because you're filthy. Let me wash you and we'll send 301 out to a little bit of crowd control, a little bit of traffic control rather. Let's just go for, I don't know where I want to put you. I think over here, honestly, by this bridge was kind of a great spot for a bit of traffic control. So you're going to go do traffic control there. I might have 302 head out and do a bit of traffic control as well. I want someone else in that car though. So let's have you go, I'm going to say like here is probably the best bet. So we'll send you to there and you can both do a little bit of traffic control while we're here. That fuel leak is coming along. This is all coming along as well. I think you guys can probably, actually, no, we're not going to send you back to base because if this is arson, we want to make sure that they're actually there to arrest whoever did it. That's going to be important. You're going to be doing traffic control now. And then once 301 gets to their position, they're also going to be doing traffic control. So we'll get that done. You guys are going to arrest that perpetrator. You guys are going back to base. You guys are going to do some traffic control and you guys are going to keep working on that fuel leak. We do now want to have you transport to prison, which means that burning building situation is now resolved. There's a lot going on. Let's have you guys go to that youth group as well and try to deal with that. Fortunately, this traffic controls task over here is going to be no problem whatsoever. We've got 2 police vehicles working on that for us, so that'll be easy enough. I don't think we're going to deal with this fuel leak. We're actually going to fail this. We don't have enough units, enough firefighters to deal with this, unfortunately. So they can come back here. They can do their thing. Ooh, we can now add a fitness room to my base where my employees can do their workouts. Interesting. We also have a little bit of money, which I appreciate. So if we look in here and we go to fitness, I'm guessing this is, I guess this is how we train them? I've honestly got no idea. Let's do a little bit of demolition here though. We'll take out all of this, I suppose. We can build ourselves a gym right about here. And we could do a little bit of a sidewalk coming around here, a little bit down to there. We'll demolish that extra bit because we don't really want it to be there. And of course, we're going to do a door here. We can do some bench presses here and here. We can do some punching bags. I want to say here, 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 and here. We can do a nice bench. I was going to say in the middle, but apparently not. We'll do the bench here. We'll do a bench down here. We could do some nice plants in some of the corners. I guess that's sort of nice. Lockers. Well, how do I want to do this? Hold on. I want some windows as well. That's kind of important to me. We'll do this for the windows. I'm going to move you to there, move you to there. I don't know if we need lockers. So I'm just going to put like 2 in the corners and maybe 2 there with another window in between, just because it's kind of nice. I could do a nice plant sort of there as well, I guess. That seems like a nice spot for it. We could do a TV up behind the benches, because that seems like kind of a neat spot for those. And I want to say that that's probably about everything we need. I mean, we could do some lamps, I guess, just to brighten the place up a little bit. But I've honestly got no idea what the gym does, or, I mean, they're just working out. Oh, that is just straight up increasing their skill. Okay. Okay, yeah. No, that works. They're beating the absolute snot out of those punching bags. But sure. So this just gets me better cops. Better cops, better firefighters, better paramedics, whatever it might be. I am absolutely here for this. You guys, I think, can probably both go back to base now, though. We don't need to keep going with the traffic stuff, so you can all head back. Although, check playground for safety hazards. Is that something that we want the cops to do? I would assume so. I guess we'll send 301 down to down to handle that. I love that this is a thing. I love that I can just like, yeah, we can just train them. That's great. That's so good. Oh, good. A grenade has been found. There is so much going on right now. There is so much going on right now. It's kind of wild, but I think we're probably good for today. I think we're kind of in a good spot at the moment. We've got the fire department up and going, which I kind of love. We are going to want to lure a cat into a box. Apparently that's fine. You guys are going to go deal with that tree in a road, which is fine. We are going to need, oh, there's so much going on. We're going to need you to go and deal with the water in a basement, because that's obviously a little bit problematic. The tree in a road situation might need a police car to go deal with it too, to record damage. So we'll have you guys go and deal with that. And yeah, I think this is going to do us for today. I think we're doing pretty well. As I said in the first video of Global Rescue, if you want to see more of this, let me know in the comments below. I know it's not for everybody. I know it's a little bit chaotic. I know it's kind of go, but I'm enjoying it. And obviously we do at some point unlock the rescue department, which could be very exciting. I think what I'll probably do is save up some of my research points. We can expand our coverage area a little bit. I'll probably build a dedicated sort of rescue department up here near the hospital. And we'll expand maybe across the river a little bit into this whole space. Maybe we could expand to the left here, which would give us more of sort of central Belfast, which could be kind of interesting. Either way, you know, either one is an option. I'm okay with either, but let me know in the comments below if you want to see a little bit more of this, because I'm having fun with it. Hopefully you are as well, but that is gonna do us for today. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. This has been an absolute pleasure, as always. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.